Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Monday Night Club, the Monday Night Run Club. We are live on the brand new Zwift Facebook run page, the Zwift run page. Awesome stuff. We're just getting ready to run our Monday Night Club, so it's a progressive run. So we start at a slow speed and we gradually speed up as the run goes on. 4 groups tonight, Group A, Group B, Group C and Group D. I'm running with Group A. So we've got Tim in charge today in Group A. I'm wearing pink. It's my wife's top. I do apologise. I thought I'd blend in. I thought I'd look like everyone else, you know. I thought I'd be Zwift-like and just kind of fit into the new groove of the Zwift branding. Okay, so 16 seconds and we'll be away. 10.5 kilometres. We're starting at 11.8 kilometres an hour. So here we go. I need to start running. Come on. Why am I not running? Go, 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 go. Run, run. I don't believe it. I'm not running. What's happening? Oh dear. Oh, here we go. Finally, we've done it. That's the stride for you. It takes its time, doesn't it? Now I've got to play catch up. Oh dear. So, that yellow beacon up ahead, that is Tim, who's our run leader. And I've got to catch him up now because I've fallen so far behind. Let's see if we can put some camera angles on for you to make this look exciting. Bear with me. Okay. Hopefully, that should make us look cool in a minute. So, if you've never seen Zwift before, welcome along. This is what it's all about. Virtual running in a virtual world. And I've unlocked the hot pink shoes. Come on. How have I done that? Oh, I know why. I've unlocked this as well, the UA Hover. Whatever that is. I've unlocked a new running outfit. Come on. Black and white stripes. What else am I going to unlock? Another running outfit, dazzling blue and pink. This is awesome. I know what this is, and I've unlocked some new blue suede shoes. Come on. So, anything else? Yes. Another running outfit, minty fresh wear for my next run. What else have I got? Hocker Cliftons. I am actually wearing a pair of Hocker Cliftons as we speak. Is that it? Right, you know why that is? That's because I haven't run properly on Zwift since running was launched last week. I've been away doing outdoor events, and so I haven't actually properly run. I've commentated on a Zwift race, a Zwift run, but I've not actually properly run. So that's why, since the new levels were introduced, I've unlocked a load of prizes, which is pretty good. Now, what I'm noticing is that my foot pod is running drastically slower than my treadmill, which is a bit disappointing, seeing as it was calibrated, or I thought it was calibrated. So this is going to be a hard session for me because I'm going to be running way faster than I'm supposed to, and I'm also way behind. I'm 22 seconds behind the back marker. Right, anyway, let's stop moaning. Let's get on with running. So, Tim's just said when we get to 1 kilometre, we're going to speed up to 12 kilometres an hour. So I'm going to go faster than that now just to try and catch up. Notice my camera angles still aren't working, are they? Why is that? Well, the program says it's working, so we'll see if it does anything in a minute. So you can see I've already bumped myself into heart rate zone 3. Oh, now heart rate zone 4 even. Just in a desperate attempt to catch up with the A group. That's going to kill me for the rest of the run, isn't it? Never mind. I'm still 21 seconds behind them. 31 seconds behind Tim. So, if you weren't aware, Zwift Running was launched properly as a public beta last week, just over a week ago now. And so it's available free of charge to anyone. Just log in or create an account, get your foot pod sorted out, get your treadmill sorted out, and you can start running on Zwift and it won't cost you anything. Just make sure, unlike me, that you are prepared at the start of a race, because if you're not, you'll get left behind like I've just been, standing on the start line, wondering why your avatar isn't running. Zwift cycling was free for a very long time when it was in beta. I don't know how long it's going to take for the Zwift running beta to go through its process. But hopefully you guys will have a good long time to check it out, to have a go on all the worlds. There are 3 worlds so far, 3 virtual worlds that you can explore. London, which is where we are today, Richmond, Virginia in the USA, and then there's the virtual world of Watopia. That is Zwift's playground, really. It's where you can run through the middle of a volcano. You can run in glass tunnels under the sea. And you can run to the top of a snow-capped mountain. You very rarely get the chance to do that in real life. Well, you'd never be able to run in a glass tunnel under the sea, would you? Right, I am very, very slowly catching that yellow beacon up ahead. 25 seconds behind. You can see my heart rate is already up in zone 4. If you're going to do a 10k run, you do not want your heart rate to be in zone 4 in only the second kilometre. That would not be a good idea, because you will burn out by the end of the race. Thank you for the ride on Krista. Krista Holt, one of our regulars on Zwift running events. It's hard work now. Just passing Owen Casey there from Ireland. He's running in Group C today. You can see on the right hand side, thanks Owen. On the right hand side, you can see what group people are in by the little letter. So those in Group C have a blue background, D is a yellow background, A is a red background, and maybe there isn't a Group B today. I haven't seen anyone. Okay, we're certainly catching a few people. Hopefully we'll get to the back of the A group in a minute, and I might be able to rest for a minute. It's my own fault, I'm so sorry. Organisation, planning, get yourself in place at the right time. Make sure everything's working. I hope you like my attempt to make the Film My Run logo pink. It's all just to tie in with a nice pink new Zwift Run branding. It looks very lovely. I am going to look at Facebook chat. I'm sorry I've been a bit distracted because I'm trying to catch up with the main pack. But if you want to drop me a line, if you want to ask a question about Zwift running, please do so in the Facebook chat. And when I get to slow down a little bit, I will have a look. We're about 13 seconds behind the main pack. You can see them up ahead there. Stephen Scanlon says, how do I manage to talk and run at the same time? Well, as you're probably gathering, with great difficulty. I really should not be going at this pace so early on. But it would be a bit boring for you guys if I was just running and not saying anything. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I might be talking rubbish. But it's probably better than listening to my heavy breathing, let's face it. So, 13 minutes of running so far. We've got just under 8 kilometres to go. And we're currently running at around 13 kilometres an hour, which actually now is near enough what my treadmill is saying. Heart rate though is way too high for this stage of the run. Oh dear, they're all speeding up again in a minute. We're getting there though. 5 seconds behind the main pack now. So we've got Roper and Jeffries and Wienerman. Steve Way's there, Steve Way, verified elite athlete, running with us today. Good to have him along as always. Mark Hewitt says, am I warmed up yet? Yes, Mark. Yes, I am. Mark Moran says he'll be on Zwift soon enough. Great stuff. And Kenny Allen says, Tim says, come on, cousins. I'm coming, Tim, I'm coming. Kenny says my cadence doesn't match that of my running avatar. No, I suppose looking at it, it doesn't really at the moment. It might do when I slow down a bit. I'm trying not to notice it, Mark. It usually does match up fairly well, actually. Okay. I think I'm just about caught up now. Thanks for the ride on Ginger Citizen. There's E. Roper from Australia. Tim says, are we feeling okay? Well, I'll tell you that in 7 kilometres. Alright, so I'm going to slow down just a little. E. Jones says, nice catch, Stephen. Thank you very much. But that might have done me for the rest of the run now. Brett is obviously watching. He says, it's not safe to be running on this side of the road with our backs to the traffic. That's a very good point. If you're in the countryside, always run facing the traffic. Luckily, no one has been seriously injured on Zwift yet as a result of being hit by a bike from behind. Okay. If you are considering running on Zwift, you do not need a posh, expensive treadmill. It's good if you can get one, but you don't need one. All you need is a treadmill. One that works, one that has a belt that goes round. The way that Zwift can tell how fast you're running is through a foot pod. It's a little device that you stick on your shoe and it measures your cadence, which is your foot turnover, and therefore your speed as well. You can buy a variety of different kinds of foot pod, the cheapest of which is the Milestone foot pod. It's a Bluetooth foot pod, so it can connect to your iOS device, your iPhone, your iPad and Apple TV, and it's pretty good for the price that you pay. It'll do the job. If you want to go a bit more extravagant, more expensive perhaps, then you could buy a polar stride sensor. I think they're about $70, 50 or 60 UK pounds. But the most popular current foot pod to use on Zwift is something called the Stride, STRYD, and it was a couple of weeks ago very expensive, upwards of 200 UK pounds, $200 US. There's a bit of a price differential between the UK and the US. Could get it cheaper, but it was around about that price until last week, and kind of in conjunction with Zwift running being launched, the Stride was released in a firmware cut down version, so you don't get some of the metrics as Stride Live. So if you want a really accurate, good foot pod, go and have a look at the Stride Live. You can also wear a heart rate monitor, and that will display your heart rate up there in the top left. Always useful. Good way to measure how hard you're working. Those blue thumbs that you see dropping down there, that's a bit like kudos in Strava. It's called a ride on, and it's a way of people saying, well done, keep going, you're doing awesome. Matthew's asking how my calibration is. Thanks for the ride on, Ollie. Well, I've done a lot of testing on this. I do have to calibrate the Stride on my treadmill. Oddly, I don't have to calibrate the Stride when I go to the gym's treadmill. And it's a long and drawn out argument. Stride are convinced that the foot pod is accurate. I say it is in all situations, apart from on my treadmill, where where I'm convinced I'm running faster than the stride says I am, and I think my heart rate backs that up. And some testing I've done with a bike cadence sensor on the treadmill, a wheel of a bike on a treadmill, and also with a device called a tread tracker. Tread tracker is a little wheel that you put underneath the treadmill and it broadcasts Bluetooth. That's another way to connect to Zwift if you want to. And both those tests have said that my treadmill does seem to be running there or thereabouts the right pace. So I don't really know what's happening. Mark says, ride on. Thank you, Mark. Somebody made a point the other day that where do our ride on thumbs go when we've got them? Because with cycling, they go in the back pocket of the rider and you can kind of see them sticking out. And my suggestion was we should have hydration vests, you know, like the ones you get from Salomon or Camelback, and they should go in there. So when you get your first ride on, you get a little backpack appear. I don't know. Okay, so in situations like this, where you are totally done in by halfway, you really have to concentrate on your breathing and your running form, your technique. So head up, shoulders down, allow as much oxygen into your chest as you can, into your lungs, and just try to relax. Be warned though, obviously, if you are totally done in by halfway through your race, it's your own fault. Pacing is very important in running, and often your pace at the beginning of a race directly impacts upon your pace at the end of a race. I'm a good fan of even splits. I like starting at one pace and finishing at exactly the same pace. That's if I'm in a race. Obviously this is a deliberate progressive run, so we are getting deliberately faster as a training exercise. Looks like the D group have finished. Well done to the Ds. Good job, guys. We do have a B group. The B group are in green, look. D Tench just behind me. Just coming round Trafalgar Square on the London course. This is a representation of the Prudential Ride 100 London course, the cycling course. And it was created about 2 years ago. I'm actually cycling the real Prudential Ride 100 this year, so that should be good. I'd better get some training in on Zwift. Jamin Irwin suggesting a breathing technique of in through the nose, out through the mouth. Perhaps, but I think sometimes when you're running at this kind of pace, you need to get the oxygen into your lungs a bit quicker. Through the nose is quite slow. Through the mouth, you can open wide, breathe in sharply and deeply, and breathe out steadily and quickly as well. but I know that breathing through nose is a good practice technique. So you do what works for you, what allows you to get the most oxygen into your lungs for the task that you're undertaking. Five kilometers to go. The whole run is 10.5k. It's a 500 meter warm down at the end. I am supposed to be running a bit faster now. Oh. If this kind of pace makes you run and hide, please don't worry. There is a pace group for you. Zwift is very accommodating, very welcoming. If you're a new runner, if you're someone who generally feels that they're back of the pack runners or mid-pack runners, choose group C or D to run in. There's plenty of people to run with. You won't be left on your own. I am looking at pep chat, guys. If you want to ask any questions, please do. Niall says, why am I limping? Am I limping? Okay, well, if I'm limping, it could be two reasons. I did a very long run last weekend. When I say very long, 108 miles. So that's taken its toll on my legs. And then yesterday, I was pacing my wife to a half marathon PB. She did a half marathon on a flat course near Hampton Court in London. She did 1:48. Her previous best was 1:51. So I was pacing her for that on tarmac. So that may not have helped as well. So if I am limping, that may be why. I can't feel any pain though. Christopher says, am I able to push over any cyclists on the way? If we can, he'll definitely join. Not yet. We're working on it. Supposed to be pushing it a bit. Shoulders down, head up. Breathe. "24 minutes in zone 4. 1 minute in zone 5 even. So, really working hard. Which I didn't really want to do. Never mind. Join us on Wednesday. I'll be streaming on my own channel, Film My Run, facebook.com/Film My Run, for Wednesday's training session, 7:30 UK time. If you enjoy parkrun, but you can't get there, 9 o'clock Saturday morning, John Hancock is the group leader for parkrun. It's called Run in the Park. Tim's bragging that his heart rate is only 125. You lose friends that way, Tim, you know. 173 for me. 3.5k of hard work left, and then 500 meters cool down. Ken says, is my stride uncalibrated? No, it's not. It's calibrated so I am running at this pace. I'm just tired. No, I'm not recovered. Tim's telling me I'm not recovered from A, from my 100 miler, and B, from yesterday's half marathon. And he's absolutely right. No, Bert's just telling me I'm an old man. Yeah. So you can see the number 16 just below the orange bar where it says 12.8.9 kilometers per hour. That's the level I'm on in the game. With Zwift, Zwift is a game, and until last week there were a maximum of 10 levels that you could get to. As you saw at the beginning if you were watching, when I started running, I gained a load of prizes, and that's because during the time that I've been stuck on level 10, I've been accruing points. Trying to keep up. This is hurting though. I'm definitely in zone 5 now. Okay, Brett is asking, what's my best 5k and 10k times? So outdoors, 5k 18:59, 10k 39:43, 2 weeks ago I ran a 19:07 5k. My 18:59 was sometime second half of last year. David says I need a rest day. Yes, I do. Thank you. Tomorrow. Well, no. Damien is asking if my effort on the treadmill is harder than my effort in Zwift. It's about the same. 13.1 on the treadmill. Not far off, but I don't really want to go much faster, to be honest. Now I'm done in, so if they go, I'm gonna let them go, I think. Lovely moon up ahead, look at that. Ian Smith says this looks great. Thanks Ian, yes, it's pretty awesome. We love Zwift. But honestly guys, the reason I'm so tired now is because of that effort at the beginning. If I'd slowly got into the run, I wouldn't be half so tired as I am now. It's all about pacing. Yeah, I'm on red. 7 minutes in anaerobic. If I collapse, somebody please pause my Garmin. There's Buckingham Palace on the right. I am not going up to 13.4 today. Sensible running, guys. If you find that you can't do it, there's no shame in relaxing. Do not be a hero. I've got 2k to run before I can cool down. I'm staying at this pace. And we'll get through it. $8k done. Thanks, Stan. Stan says amazing effort. It's my own fault. So we'll get to 10k and we'll collapse. Apologies for not talking now. So this is hard work now. Got to just dig in and grind it out. Russ Crowder says, ouch. Indeed. 176 BPM. Zone 5 for 11 minutes. Right, I may have to slow down at 9. Like Tim says, I'm not recovered. Passing Big Ben on the left, Houses of Parliament, Westminster Abbey on the right. And we're going to drop it down at 9. Recovery run from 9. Too hot for me tonight. Okay. If you've got any Facebook questions, guys, do ask. First run tonight on the new Zwift Run Facebook page. That's why we're wearing pink. This is my wife's top. Thanks for the ride on to Lichfield. Heart rate coming down a bit. So we finished the run just a bit further behind the A group than when we started. You've got to admit sometimes when it's too much. You've got to admit sometimes when you're tired. Take a rest day, relax, recuperate, let your body recover. And also don't make foolish mistakes at the start of a run. Thanks Stephen for your comments. Thanks Marlborough for the ride on. Heart rate still 170. Come on, get down. See, this is what happens when you talk. Talking and running, not a helpful combination for your heart rate. On the right hand side there, the list of people, you notice you can only see the runners. So when you join a Zwift group run, you will only see the runners in your group. Well, in the whole run. So you won't see any riders and you won't see any runners who are not in the event. Cleopatra's Needle on the left, is it? Maybe not. "500 metres and then we slow right down." Thank you Earl, says great job. You can customise your rider, your runner in settings, so you can choose different shorts, different top, different shoes, different socks, different skin colour, different hair, different hat, different sunglasses. Totally customisable. And remember, running is free. Running is free on Zwift at the moment. Beta period. Thanks for the ride on Cagnin. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's great to see so many viewers watching Zwift run. There'll be plenty more of these. Sometimes I'll be running, sometimes I'll be just commentating. If you've seen Nathan Guerra on Zwift Community Live commentating on cycling, I will be doing similar things with running. Zwift running is going to grow. Did you know there are more running activities posted on Strava than cycling activities? Running could become bigger than cycling on Zwift. How about that for a thought? Sometimes we see 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10,000 people using Zwift. Imagine 25,000 and 15,000 of those are runners. Awesome. Tim says, well done everyone. Good running. Good job. That's 10k done. So thanks Simon for the ride on. So we'll drop right down now. Go to 9, shall I? 500 meters. Cool down. Last opportunity you ask me any questions, guys. Yeah. Stephen Scanton says Zuckerberg loves Zwift. So it's all good. Tim says, are we all okay? We're all right, not too bad. I'm glad I slowed down when I did. Too much for me today. Guys, if you like real world runs, if you're interested in watching real world videos of marathons and ultras, head over to my Facebook page, facebook.com/filmmyrun, or go to the YouTube channel, Film My Run, search Film My Run on YouTube, and you'll find all my real world runs there. If you want to look back on reviews, races, both cycling and running on Zwift, check out my other YouTube channel, Zwift Runs and Rides. Zwift Runs and Rides for all my Zwift related stuff. Join us on Wednesday for the Wednesday run, 7:30 UK time. I'll be streaming probably on my local Film My Run channel. I will post a link on the Zwift Runners Facebook page for you. And Saturday morning, park run. If you can't get to a real park run in the UK or anywhere around the world, come and join John Hancock at 9 o'clock Saturday morning for Run in the Park. David says, nice catch, crazy but nice. Well, yeah, I burnt myself out, didn't I? So a bit of tiredness from recent outdoor runs and a foolish, unprepared beginning meant I had to catch up with the A group, and then I was totally done in for the rest of the run. That's what happens sometimes in running. Sometimes you get things wrong. Don't beat yourself up about it. Learn from your mistakes. Listen to the experience of others who also make mistakes, by the way. And do better next time. But still, I would say that looking at those splits and that heart rate, that's given me a darn good workout tonight. I can have a day off tomorrow, happy in the knowledge that I've given myself a good cardio blast. I've stretched the legs out. It's kind of an anaerobic recovery run. Is there such a thing? Probably not. So in a minute we'll pass the 10.5 kilometre mark, and you'll see some ticker tape and a time, and that'll mean I've finished my group run. There you go. Monday Run Club, all done and dusted. 10.5k, 51 minutes 45 seconds. We are out of here. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining me. Like I said, go and have a look at the Zwift Runners Facebook page. We're a very friendly community out there. And if you're interested in cycling, of course, go and look at the Zwift Riders Facebook page. Go and subscribe to my 2 YouTube channels, Film My Run and Zwift Runs and Rides. And we'll see you for another exhausting, hard, but thoroughly enjoyable workout again. Oh. So, what we'll do is we'll just wait now for the menu to pop up, which it should do any second, and I'll show you what happens. There's the menu on the left hand side at the bottom. We click that and we click end run, and it shows us the people that we ran with, who we got our ride on from. Let's have a look at that. Oh, I unlocked all these items. Look, all the items I unlocked, and then all the people who gave me a ride on. Thank you to everyone there. And my mouse has just stopped working because it's so wet with sweat. Let's try and dry it off. And you can see a little synopsis of where I've run today. Still trying to get my mouse to work. Bear with me. There we go. And I should really go and give a few people a ride on, but I've missed that opportunity now. So if you click that little plus sign there, that means that you follow that rider. You're going to follow that rider or that runner. I'm still in rider mode, aren't I, sometimes? Let's clean this off again. And let's go to a different screen. Bear with me. Okay guys, look at the sweat coming off me. Hard workouts. Do hard workouts. Get your heart pumping, get your legs moving, do some work. Make an effort. When you come on a run, when you do a run, get that heart rate going. That's what will get you faster and stronger. No wimping out, no, well mind you I wimped out at 9, but you know what I'm saying. Thanks for joining me guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you another time for another Zwift run, another Zwift experience. And if I can get my mouse to work again, I'm sweating so much. Take care guys, bye bye.